You're a 20-year veteran of the luxury hotel hospitality space, and a lot has changed since you started working in the industry. Lots of change since I started in the industry as well, so I can understand that. But what shift has been most challenging to adapt to that you've seen over the period of time you're doing, and that's sort of looking back a little bit, but looking forward also, where do you think the industry is heading over the next 10 years as well?
I think that the two things that I've seen happen, I guess most profoundly over the last 20 years in industry that have created challenge. One is people's personal lives have caught up. And by that, I mean sort of luxury that, and I've been privileged in luxury hotels my entire career, so I'm speaking from that perspective. People used to come to a luxury hotel because it was better than home. And now home is pretty cool for most people. So the stuff that we used to do, which was really impressive, isn't anymore, because people walk into a hotel room and they say, oh great, you've got a 42-inch plasma flat screen on the wall, well, I've got a 60-inch at home. You've got an espresso machine in the cupboard, well, I'm bean to cup in my own life at home. So trying to constantly reinvent the tangible elements, the touch points of an experience, so that people are still surprised and delighted. If you think that one of the first luxury hotels in Europe was the Hotel Avalon, and the aristocracy used to check in because it had running hot and cold water and their estates didn't. That kind of set the bench that you go to a hotel because it's better. And we're not better anymore. People have great mattresses and great design in their homes. So it becomes much more about the memories that we help people create through the service and interaction and the personalization of experience. So that's been one big change. Just having nice carpets, beds, and chandeliers doesn't cut it anymore. And secondly, I think it's availability of talent. 20 years ago, in many markets, there was an honor in hotel keeping. There was an honor in being a service individual, a bartender, a concierge. Think of Grand Hotel Budapest, where the concierge was the king of the castle. And then that started to change, and opportunities for young people to move into many other industries, creative career choices that I think put service a little bit down the agenda.
Sure.
And I worry that there is a generation coming through for whom service is something they receive habitually and not something they give. Because the life experiences of the younger generation growing up today are typically significantly better than you and I had. So I worry about the talent pool, not from the sheer availability of human beings to work in hotels, but for people for whom it is a calling, for whom it is a passion to serve others and to be in a hospitality environment.
Very interesting.
And then moving forward, I think it'll be ultimately down to choice. There's a plethora of brands out there at the moment. It's hard to distinguish between many of them. I think we have an audience that are emerging who are brand fickle, but in a unique way. Not that they like a brand and then don't like a brand. We liked brands going up, and you typically stick with the brands that you like. I look at the emerging generation and they love a brand. It's obsessive adoration for a brand for a very brief period of time, and then it's dead. You go from hero to zero in a heartbeat. Now, whether that's peer pressure, I look at kids growing up in my house, they might be obsessed with a particular video game until somebody in class says, really? You're still playing that? No, not me. And I think that they're going to have this brand mentality, which is it's cool until it's not, as opposed to you can just keep my loyalty forever. So the obligation on us to continually inspire and to activate the loyalty in the customers that we have has never been greater, because if we get complacent for a heartbeat, there's too much choice, and they will exit stage left and never come back.
That's really interesting. We appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with us today, and also attending the Congress. It's been a lot of fun having you here, and we hope that you'll come back in the future. Thanks for joining us, Andrew Benioff, for the Independent Lodging Congress.